From the iconic Wanderlust Studio in downtown Columbus, Ohio, you're listening to the AntmanVs podcast with Antman and Tenacious Tiffany, powered by Familia Productions and viewers like you.
Just really good mix of music.
What's going on, motherfuckers? Hopefully you're having a good night tonight. Thanks for coming in and hanging out. First and foremost, I want to give a shout out to everybody out there who's coming in tonight. But secondly, I want to give a big shout out to these guys for coming in and hanging out. The 1Nside, I have all 5 of these motherfuckers here. What's going on, guys?
What's going on, guys?
So, first and foremost, thanks for doing what you guys do as artists and musicians. It's an honor to have you guys here tonight.
Awesome, thank you for having us. Thank you.
So basically what happened was I have a small studio. These guys are big, I'm little, and I was not going to try to fit 6 dudes in a small little, that would be like we were touring together, right? And
especially with our smells, man.
We would fit.
We would fit
perfectly.
So, I thought I would do you guys respect and justice and give you guys your own space and be able to hang out. Hopefully everybody at home is cool with the view. Behind you, there'll be a bunch of art and stuff like that from Artist of the Month. So make sure you guys check out during the show.
Some really awesome stuff here.
For everybody at home, I want to give a shout out to everybody tuning in tonight. Wanderlust Studios is where we are housed tonight, downtown Columbus, Ohio. The iconic Wanderlust Studio. You go to wanderlustcbus.com, WANDRLUSTCBUS.com. We're going to be throwing promo codes and access codes and all kinds of codes to you tonight because the guys have got some treats and some special deals and some fun little shit they're going to be sharing with you throughout the night. So let's turn it over to the guys, man. So let's get you guys in here first and foremost. So each one of you, introduce you guys to the fans because I know some of you do, some of you don't know who they are.
I'm Tony. I play guitar.
Adam Tilley, I'm on vocals.
Davey B, frontman / vocals.
Ryan Brown, big old bass player.
Bob, drums.
Right on. So
say it more like a caveman next time.
Bob drums.
Bob drums. Bob drums.
Poor Bob.
Hey, what do you want?
So what? You guys come from everywhere. Like we were just talking about before the show, you guys come from all different pieces of walks of life, if I'm not mistaken, when it comes to music. So what was a major, I guess, gathering? Like what brought you guys together finally? Because each of you come from different pieces and projects.
Take it.
The love of metal music, I feel like, and dedication.
They hit me up on a show, and the Hoodbillies, and when you guys were a band, and I played a show with them. They ended up borrowing my amp. We stayed in contact, and when they were looking for a vocalist, they hit me up. And then I got a hold of this guy.
I wanted to be in a band with my buddy again, so I hopped on board.
What was the hardest part about coming together for you guys?
Adam's work schedule.
Adam has a swing shift schedule where it's like 1 week he works Wednesday and Thursday, the next week he works every day but Wednesday and Thursday. So it is a joy and a privilege to get to work around that. But
it's tricky, but we make it happen.
It works. We're having a fucking blast doing it too.
yeah, well, yeah, hell yeah. I mean, sometimes I just get like a day off, and I get to sit at home and play video games.
Well, and I think that's one of the things that it speaks to this band and our ability to stay together, is because we all have a lot of adult stuff, a lot of responsibilities, but we still make the time, and we're all experienced enough to know. We're all adults, and we all got stuff to do, but we still show up and still make it happen for something we love to do at the end of the day.
I think the cool thing about it is that you guys are old enough to understand. So some of these younger bands who are like, yo, so Fortnite party starts at 10. I need to make sure I'm there for that. But this venue that we're getting paid to play at, well, I want to be a Fortnite college kid. I don't want to play in a band. So what advice do you guys have? Because you guys have been in the game for a minute. What advice do you have to some of the new guys, new girls coming along?
Make friends that play music.
Stick to the Fortnite. It probably pays better.
Stay hungry and get out there. I think the biggest thing I can say is get out there and support your scene, even if it's not, necessarily a genre you like. Just get out there. I mean, I feel like post-COVID, the scene in Columbus here kind of dwindled out a little bit, and it's starting to show some signs of life. But I think a hurdle, honestly, I mean, I hate to say it, maybe I am just old, but the younger generation doesn't seem like they're as into live music as our generation is. That might have something to do with it, and I don't really know what we feel about that.
They've been saying that for generations, though.
That's true.
And rock and roll is very much alive.
That is true.
Gene.
Very,
Take that,
very.
Gene.
And, us playing shows and going to other people's shows, you'll be surprised. It's happened in this band at least 3 times now that we've either played with or went and saw bands that, I listen to every day. They really are really good, and not a lot of people know about them.
So when you guys sit down and do the writing process, you guys have 5 minds from all different walks of life because you guys are so diverse. What's the writing process like for you guys?
A big ass noodle fest. and there's I'll let these guys talk about it because they know more about it than me, but there's also a 6th guy too. We're working this last song, it's not out yet, but we're working with a producer on that one too.
Shout out to Jacob Mooney.
Shout out Jacob.
Jacob, love you, Jacob.
Big shout out to Mr. Mooney.
The man in Columbus. I mean, if you're looking to record any music at all, if you want to record spoken word poems, go to Jacob.
That makes you upright.
You'll have the biggest dick in spoken poem time.
So we're going to be hanging out with these guys a little more this evening, and you're going to have a chance to drop your questions, and we're going to be answering those live as well. Coming up in 10 o'clock, we're going to do some horoscopes, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But in the meantime, I'm going to show you something a little bit different from the Ohio side of life right here. This is from Jace, and this is a brand new song, Like You Do, right here. We'll be right back.
Secret, tell me a lie. I love how dead you make me feel inside. Your hate is love, my pain is love. Break me down, rip me apart. I love how broken, I love how rough. Your hate is love. Love. Breathe in, breathe out. You're one tough drug I can't live without. Feel you slowly sleep inside me as you try to deep confine me. Love me like you do. Love me like you do. Breathe in, breathe out. You're one tough drug I can't live without. Feel you slowly sleep inside me as you try to deep confine me. Love me like you do. Love me like you do. Teach me a lesson, learn me a song. I love how nothing is ever wrong. Your hate is love, my pain is love. Builds me up, lose all my thoughts. I love how sorry you are when caught. Your hate is love, my pain
Hey, what's going on? Music Familia hanging out live, Antman versus, and we're coming right back in with the boys from the 1Nside. What's going on, guys?
What's
What
up?
up? What up?
Satman.
So I think we
guys?
can hear each other a little bit better now, right?
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Right on. So, again, this is the reason why we're kind of improvising. So, small studio, big dudes, little Antman, you know how it goes. Shit happens. So, hanging out live tonight, guys. Thanks for coming in and hanging out with me. I appreciate you guys.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, for sure, dude. Thank you.
So
It's a
before
blast.
It's
Blasty blast.
Right. So before the break there, we were talking a little bit about promo codes and about stuff like that. Before we get into some of that stuff, I wanted to ask you guys as a band, each one of you, what piece of advice would you give to a band or an artist out there that wants to get to that point where they want to get those sponsors or they want to be able to endorse something?
You just have to try. I know that sounds like a stupid answer, but I got the EMG pickup endorsement when I had like hardly any numbers, and I just went for it, and they emailed me back, and I was like, "Holy shit!" Just try. Don't try one or two and give up. Neither. You got to try all kinds of them. You got to whore yourself out there.
Yeah, but I mean, it's true, you do, and especially like these days, like it's just not enough to go out and show a good leg. You know what I mean? Like you gotta have a you gotta have a little something extra under the kilt.
Oh yeah.
That was really fucking good.
So going down the line, like each piece of advice would you guys have? Each one of you for somebody. Obviously Tony says work hard, but what would the rest of you say?
I mean, just go to open mics. Like if you're looking for a band, just play, or just show up and see who's doing what, just kind of figure out the scene. Like I was new to Columbus. I was out in the country, didn't know how to get shows, and then I started up my own band at one time, and just going to open mics, meeting people. That's how you do it.
So many people bag on open mics and stuff like that, because, it's going to be the same old people. I was like, because you're going to the same old place.
Yeah, there's all kinds, man. Like, it's crazy if you look at, like, Facebook groups for open mics and stuff in Columbus. It's like, I can't name off the top of my head, but there's a bunch of bars.
You could probably hit every single day except maybe Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, just the weekends when people actually getting paid gigs instead of, like,
right.
But Monday through Thursday, it's open mic city.
Right.
So what do you guys think about the whole laptop controversy going on right now in bands and this stuff? Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I am not one side or the other. I'm not for one or the other, or I'm really indifferent because I respect music as a whole, and I understand that it comes in many forms. But there seems to be a big a big shift.
We're probably the right one to ask that question to. This is my opinion. I can't speak for everyone, but I bet they're pretty similar. So we use a tablet that has click tracks and some intros on it. Granted, it's not backing tracks all through our songs and stuff because we choose that route. But just the other day we were practicing and Bob forgot his in-ear monitors, so we didn't use any of it because in certain cases something might go wrong. You might lose something. You should still play. It might not have that few extra little pieces in there, but it should still sound like you if you're actually playing instruments and using your real voice.
Or if you're at Battle of the Bands and you don't have no backing tracks.
Oh my God. I hate that.
I was waiting. I was literally waiting
Oh
for it
my
to get to
God.
Davey.
Oh. Well, keep waiting. What was the question?
No.
Your
or backing tracks.
Whatever you can do to make yourself as professional as possible. Top tier performance is the only thing that matters. So whatever you got to do to get there, do that. If it takes a fucking laptop, use the laptop.
What if the laptop goes missing though? Do you
Well,
still do
then
the
you'd
show?
better be able
Some raw
to.
talent.
Yeah,
Okay,
dude.
cool. We're on the
Yeah.
same page.
You
then.
need to be out there with spoons making
thought-
some kind of a
yeah.
click.
I thought you were
Something.
getting at like hinting
Washboard.
at something that happened not too long ago.
I was a little
Okay.
bit. I was a little
That's
bit there.
where I went with it.
Yeah, I was there, and but I didn't want to hit that nail. I'm not trying to build that house.
No, I got you.
Yeah, I'm not trying to build that house. It's already been built. Like, I think I'd end up burning that shit shit down before anything else. But no, the creative process these days is so diverse. I feel like if you're not using some type of technology, you're pigeonholing yourself, really, honestly.
Most definitely.
Yeah, you're limiting yourself.
Yeah.
Man, I use triggers on my kick.
When you guys are looking at the new music that you guys are going to put out, I know I have one song here on me, but I can only imagine all the songs you guys have that are probably sitting on paper somewhere, because each of you has something. So I can only imagine when you guys come together, it's like, oh, okay, well I got this, So how does that go? Is it the writing or is it the music first for you guys with the writing?
Music first. These guys kind
Definitely.
I wouldn't say that it's like 2 shifts, but it's kind of like we work in 2 shifts. These guys get together and give us the foundations, right? And then we take what they have, rough copy, and bring it over to my house and smoke 7 blunts, and then
Yeah.
and then we figure it out from there. Usually it takes about 3 or 4 sessions of 6 or
very
7 blunts.
Lots,
to-
very
of
delicate
old school
process.
90s Attitude Era wrestling playing
Correct.
in the background.
lots
Oh,
of
yeah.
creative wrestler, lots of that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, eventually, we all float into the right spots.
Or we make it difficult and say, hey,
let me just say, you want to know how the
we-
writing process
we cut off some
mostly
parts
goes? Like, it usually consists of like noodling until we hear something, or like that catches somebody's ear, and then it's like a
that.
jumping off point basically, and then it's like when you're excited and you're feeling it, okay, where do we go from here? And then it's like this organic thing where like everybody looks at each other and they're like, yeah, that's cool. And it's like in those moments of writing that really make it worth it. It makes like the other 95% of trying to just learn transitions and bridges and getting everything, butthole tight. It makes it worth it when you have those moments when you're writing, those eureka moments,
Dolphin butthole type.
And throw it in right here too. We're looking for another guitar player. Yes. If you know anybody, send them our way.
Somebody without a work schedule like mine.
Yeah, Jesus. For real, dude. We got enough hoops.
So when we're looking for a new guitarist, a new band member, and you already have 5, what is something that goes into that? Like, what is that 6th person? What does that 6th sense need to have to be able to fit in?
They needed to have a good attitude, be cool. They could do either rhythm or lead, because I don't care one way or the other to do the other, but it adds another element, like a dynamic, harmonies. And then if we're on like a heavy breakdown, if the only guitar player goes to like do like a lead over it, it loses its ass.
You just got the bass chugging that breakdown. It just kind of it's lacking right there,
Or those 2-sided guitar parts where it's like dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. Like
now it's guitar and bass.
We
With a
still
bass
do that
guitar.
with guitar and bass.
It's okay, but it's still. I agree. Totally agree.
It sounds too different.
Yeah, with the guitar, you got like the 2 different
Hitting
tones,
both sides of your
and
ears.
they
That's the
sound
way to
like
do it.
super precise without that. Yeah, I agree. I totally agree.
So without dating yourselves, because we were talking about that off air too, and I don't want to feel any older than you guys want to feel. So, so I want to ask you guys, each of you, like, how long have each of you been in music?
Go ahead, Bob.
Yourself, individually.
I actually didn't start playing drums till I was 25, and I got my first band in.
And how old are you now?
It's been a
Gentleman
minute.
Doesn't tell.
Right? Yeah.
Good one, Bob.
Me, I've been playing music. I probably messed around with guitars, not really knowing anything as a kid. My dad played music in like outlaw country cover bands, so I was blessed having instruments around the house. And I was probably about 14 when a buddy hit me up, saying, "Hey man, he knew my dad had some old bass. He was like, why don't you bring that over and we're trying to do like a band thing." And it just spun from that for me. It started on bass when I was 14, and I've just never stopped.
Hell yeah. That's nice.
It's a cute story, huh?
I-
That's
Touching.
a cute story.
I've been playing live fronting a band since I was 15 years old. I'm 36 now. That's 21 years in the game. Fucking, dude, dragging my nuts all over its face. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, raw dog in the earth, one set at a time. Love it.
That needs to go on a T-shirt. Raw dog in
Right,
the earth, one
no
set at a
shit.
time. Oh my god, that's so quotable.
I'd say I started playing guitar about 13. Yeah, I was playing Guitar Hero. My dad's like, you'd get laid if you played a real guitar. I was like, that's a good idea. And about 2015, I started playing in a cover band. I found him off Craigslist and Monkey Punch with this dude.
Monkey Punch.
That's how long me and Dave have known each other.
Shout out to Rick, by the way. I don't know. I haven't talked to
Shout out
Rick
to the
Anvil in a
Mr.
while.
Anvil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The mans.
Nice.
And any ex-Monkey Punch members.
Yes.
There's a
I
lot.
All
started when
15
I
of
was-
All 15 of them.
I started when I was 14, and it's been off and on, way more off than on. But the last 10 years, strong, I'd say.
What was the first song each of you learned? Do you remember that? Back that far? The
Iron
first
Man.
one? The first one you were played all the way through and was like, fuck yeah, I nailed it.
I think it's Iron Man by
Probably
Black
Brain
Sabbath.
Stew, Green Day, I think. Was that
Dig
it?
it.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
probably.
Well, I'm a singer, so what are we talking about?
No.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
What was the
What's your
first
favorite
one?
karaoke
What
song?
was the
Yeah.
first song you ever sang in your life, Dave?
that
Go ahead and say
that-
it.
Nah, check it. I'm thinking, hold up. Lion King in the shower, dog. All the way
Okay.
through. Side A, right? Because I'm old, right?
Right.
Cassettes.
Side A.
Side A,
Yeah.
click, eject, flip. Side B.
On the Teddy Rock.
In it to
spin.
win it, bitch.
I get
Yeah.
to see
Side B on the Teddy Rock.
Be
Water-
spin.
prepared
dripping
for
off
the
his
death
face
of a
majestically.
nation.
Talking about
Man.
the circle of life.
Crazy.
What about you, Bob? First song on drums.
Probably Brain Stew.
Brain stuff. I feel like it's a lot of people's.
Man, I knew he was
Pretty
going to say
easy.
circle of life. I was so excited. I was like, see? Nah! He's just in it, dude. That's what I'm talking about.
If you're talking about all the way through, so
Yeah.
when I was 14, I thought I was a vocalist, and I really didn't know. I messed with the guitar, but first actual cover song all the way through, I was probably 21, 22, and it was One by Metallica, and that was because my band at the time was covering that song. But up till then, I just learned parts, and that's kind of how I got started with guitar.
I'd say the first solo I played all the way through was Dirty Deeds, done dirt cheap.
Oh, hell yeah.
I didn't play.
I didn't
any
play the solo to
solos.
Iron Man when first song I learned. No way.
The first song I ever air guitared was was Thunderstruck by AC/DC when I was a little kid. Yeah, and I think the first vinyl I ever found was Ted Nugent's Stranglehold, the Cat Scratch Fever album. I found that. That was the first vinyl I ever found.
I trashed one of my dad's Black Sabbath albums trying to scratch.
Oh man!
I don't know if he ever. I know he's watching this. Hey, what's up, dude?
Hey.
I know he's
You know.
watching. So yeah, listen about that. Lo siento, señor. Sorry. No, he's like, no shit, dude. No shit. Had your goddamn greasy French fry fingerprints all over the motherfucker. I seen it.
Hey, coming up after the break, we're going to take a break here, play some music. We got something from Letters in Transit coming up here. And we got some New Haven down the way as well. But we're going to get some questions in. If you got questions for the guys, drop them in the comments. We'll get those answered in. Mr. David Philibom, be thinking about this, guys, when we come back. What bands inspired you to play? We'll be talking about that right after the break. We'll be right back after this.
Different all the way down the line.
What's going on, Music Familia hanging out live? What's going on, fellas?
What's happening?
Getting more buzzed by the minute, man.
You guys having fun tonight?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
Interesting time.
So,
Lighthouse Scientific.
what?
Lighthouse Scientific.
Yes, do it.
Lighthouse Scientific.
Scientific, y'all.
Pure Ohio.
It's science.
Pure.
Pure Ohio. Is it like Pure Michigan or better?
Better. It's right down the street. You don't have to drive 3 hours to get weed.
Yeah. Boom.
Way better.
There it is, folks.
Pre-rolls in Michigan, though. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I get 4 pre-rolls because I drive up there on my birthday and I hit 4 dispensaries. I get a pre-roll for each one, and then by the time I get back to Ohio, I don't have to worry about breaking into my stash because I'm already,
Sitting pretty.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Gummy game's on point there, too, man.
Oh, I know, right?
God
yeah.
damn. 200 milligram waffle slabs?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah. Because you don't want to fill your fucking face.
Gusher waffle slab? Bro, yeah. You don't even... People are like, huh? Yeah. Look it up.
Yeah.
Google waffle slab.
Not only that, so you guys got that promo code to hash out, right? But
Black craft one for like CBD, like
It's like
Delta THC and CBD.
yeah, it's that and bongs and glassware and rolling trays and
apparatus.
clothing, all that stuff.
Apparatus.
What's the
Black
apparatus.
Black craft? Smoke
Black
Crap. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Because it's not just Black
But
Crap.
I have a link.
Smoke
It's
Black
not
Crap.
a promo code. I can give you that after.
Oh,
and we'll
yeah,
post it on our
yeah.
page too.
Yeah, yo.
We were
no.
wanting to wait for something special to announce it.
So what we'll do is we'll put it in a hyperlink of the podcast. So if you're watching a live show, make sure you go over to MFP614.com and head over there and follow all my streaming platforms. So that way, when I upload the podcast tonight, and you guys first thing in the morning, you can hit that link and go get that good.
Hit that link and grab that steak.
All right, there you go. Wait a minute, you got to pay extra for that in other parts of town, man. What part? Remember what
right
side
around
of
the
town
corner.
we're
I'll
on.
bet you it's free.
Buckeye Donuts is down the street, bro.
I got a Wendy's coupon that says otherwise.
There you go. There you go.
That says buy one frosty, get one free.
She's like Frosty.
So, we've been bouncing back and forth talking about all kinds of stuff, from the band to the writing to the education to where you guys have been to what you're doing. What is 2023 looking like for the 1Nside?
Global dominations.
The house
No, literally, yeah. We do have the house show coming up. Dread Engine, Brave Lake.
Ooh, that's gonna be fun.
Dude, it's gonna be
It's gonna be
stupid,
really
Blake
nasty.
and Dread Engine. Just
There's
killers.
other bands, and I'm sorry.
They're killers all around.
Um,
I'm looking up. This.
yeah, 2023. We want to play elsewhere. We love Columbus,
It's halfway over.
I'm pulling up. I'm
You
pulling
know
up
what
the
I'm
dates
saying?
right
in the
now.
first half.
but we definitely want to play elsewhere. We have played elsewhere. We've
Rock Out
tried.
Camp Out, August 5th.
That's coming up. Yeah.
September 2nd at the Basement. And September 9th at Lucasfield.
Oh,
Field Fest.
snap. Yeah, Outdoor Fest. It's September 9th. That's pretty cool.
So in between now and those shows, are you guys going to be whipping out some new material to play at those shows? Or are you guys
Yes.
kind of what are you guys doing?
Hold on.
Dead Kings. Dog.
sneeze.
We're wrapping up our
Go
second
for
single
it.
right now. We've done
Dude, I thought
some
he was about to say something
recording
so
on-
profound.
I really said like so profound. I was waiting to be mind blown.
No,
like-
it's we're wrapping it up.
We are wrapping up a track with Jacob Mooney. Oh, fuck, I love Jacob
It's two
Mooney.
plugs you got, Mr. Mooney.
Dude, yeah, he's going to get a third if you know what I'm saying. Yes, love him. Yeah, we're wrapping up a track called Dead Kings with him now. So we will be debuting that song within the next couple of months
A
here.
little more
hopefully.
substance than boss shit.
Yeah.
As much as we love the hype shit on boss shit.
Yeah, I mean, we like talking shit and being dicks and getting away with it because, haha, who's going to stop me? I'm the guy with the mic.
And it's perfect.
I love that mentality. I really do.
But-
Boss shit is perfect for that.
But, something a little prettier.
Little
Something.
storytelling,
Yeah, I'd hate
Yeah.
to say it sounds like more mainstream, but it definitely has more of a mainstream appeal.
Mainstream on the extreme metal
It's not
side
so like
still,
balls to the wall, like abrasive in your face, like boss shit was.
You
Kinda
could
shows.
play this song
and you
for
won't
your
road rage in
mother-in-law.
traffic.
Okay.
You won't road rage in traffic. I feel
Whereas-
like
Yeah, I
boss
mean, she
shit,
wouldn't like it.
You're
but-
catching
Whereas
people
boss
off, flipping
shit-
people off.
You're getting kicked
Break
out
checking.
at Thanksgiving for boss shit for sure.
So,
Yeah.
in memory of that, in honesty, let's just fucking kick this off, man. This is boss shit right here from the boys, the 1Nside. So let me ask you before. Fuck that. We'll come back. We'll listen to it. We'll ask you after. We'll be right back after this.
What the hell happened? Is everybody okay?
It's raining motherfuckers. Get it up. It's raining motherfuckers.
I'm the baddest that you ever been in contact with. Slow doesn't clear, cause it doesn't quit. I'm that motherfucker, make it right, motherfuckers. Send a little warning to them motherfuckers. Fuck the bullshit, I'm about to ride race. Bunch of little fucking losers stuck in a maze. Y'all go right, I'll go left quick. This is bullshit, fucking watch your mouth, bitch. This is bullshit, fucking watch your mouth, bitch. We're the 1Nside, committing to our life, and phasing out of our lives. Coming in and get the whole line. So all you pussy motherfuckers better get in line. It's like you're stuck
What's going on? Music Familia hanging right back with the boys. The Inside. What's going on?
What's
What up, y'all?
So, speaking of the one inside, I feel like I'm the one inside this little fucking box. You guys are fucking out there
So
hanging out.
claustrophobic.
Like, yeah, right? The voices. I feel like I
Sight.
hear voices. I hear 5 of them. I'm like, what the fuck?
So that's an Alice in Chains song, dog.
It is. It is 100%. Thank you for that.
No
Thank
problem.
you. Thank you for that. So we're hanging out live tonight with the one inside, and I appreciate you guys for coming in and hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate you. So what when we're looking at trying to break out, what are some of the pieces of the puzzle that you guys feel like are important to you when looking at the band breaking out of Ohio?
Impact. I would say live performance impact is the most important thing to me. I do not want to walk out of a venue ever with anyone thinking anything less than absolute professionalism. That's the most important thing to me. However that's achieved, I'm all for. Facts.
We've had some pretty good feedback so far. We played Louisville, Erie, Pennsylvania, and then we just came back from Maple
Grove Tavern.
Maple Grove Tavern.
Cleveland,
It's
basically. It's a suburb of
outside
Cleveland.
Yeah.
We did that with Under Substance, and those guys kicked ass. I know they were just on there.
They were just here, yeah.
Dude, those guys do a cover of People Equal Shit that
a three-piece.
literally, as a 3-piece, I was standing there like, why the fuck are we playing after these guys? Like, directly after they do this dope-ass
I was surprised
shit.
they were the opener.
I don't want to. We had to. We were fine. We did fine.
If Davey's cynical ass and you cover Slipknot and he likes it, you did a good job.
Dude, yeah,
That's his
I'm a
favorite band.
hater. I hate everything. I hate everybody. And I was like, these motherfuckers nailed it. 3-piece. Slayed. If you get a chance.
Which goes
Under
back to what
Substance.
I was saying. Go to shows and you will be
Motherfuckers.
surprised sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely. You know,
Some big
yeah.
dudes, you know.
Badass.
You know, I think Ohio. Well, you know, Ohio's Ohio, but I think Columbus, like as a whole, gets overlooked. There's so much talent. Like you go to every corner of Columbus and find something, and if you come back and you tell me you can't find anything, then you are.
Unique genre.
I don't even know what you're even doing in this town. I mean,
It's true.
you know,
I would say you're not looking hard enough, but you seriously don't have to look hard.
Yeah,
No.
when I
It's not
first
that
met
hard.
this guy, what genre was Lexington Shore?
It was like alternative rock. You know,
Al-
Weezery, you know.
So we,
Weezery.
me and the two gentlemen on the opposite side, we were looking to start a metal band. And I hit up Adam and asked him, hey, do you know anybody? Because I seen him in an alternative band. And he sent me this video of him doing a vocal cover of what, Parkway Drive?
I think either that or Bring Me the Horizon.
I was like,
Is that
bro,
it?
come over. Like, yeah.
I've never even seen that video. Do you still have that? I want to see it.
Is
I
it,
had
is
no
it one of the
idea.
ones where you're screaming in the car?
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Always, so
I
good.
had no clue,
I'll tell
'cause
you,
I
always
seen
so
him.
good. Every video he's got of him screaming in the car, he's like, "What do you think?" And I'm like, "Got my bird doing this, bud."
It's my little bubble.
This bud.
I need an audio booth in my car.
God damn. Yeah, it's pretty.
So coming up here, we got some time to write, some time to record. You got some shows booked out in the wintertime. Are you guys taking the winter time to jump in the booth and rewrite so you can kick it off in the spring again? Or like what's the process like? Are you guys going to try to knock out an album or an EP before the end of the summer?
I wouldn't say album or EP. I would say that we're pretty stoked to bust out the single that we have right now, and then 100%. Yeah, we want to kind of go away and do our thing, and come back swinging early next year.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do the normal band thing.
Yeah.
Because
Winter hibernation.
winter hibernations. Yeah.
Still
Hell
think
yeah.
A show here and there in the winter isn't a bad idea because
Yeah.
people are still They want to be indoors but still have fun.
They are. You still can.
They're itching for something to do.
You never say no to the perfect storm. You never know.
No.
Right.
And I'm the first one who always says I hate winter. I hate playing in winter. I hate cold weather shows. I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of traveling in winter.
It sucks to play,
Everything
but
that goes
also
with it.
other
But
people
hoodies,
don't have
bro.
a lot to do in the
I
winter.
know. Like, all the bands have hoodies.
But hoodies, dude.
No, I mean, I'll still do it.
You're just wearing a hug everywhere you go.
You need a hoodie with that saying on it, Davey.
What?
With your, dragging. What was it? Dragging your balls across the face of life, right?
Raw dogging the earth one set at a time.
Dude.
Yeah.
Well, if
Maybe
you've
back
seen me
with it.
play, what would you call it?
Yeah, here's a guy who's definitely not using
That
a
dude,
condom
there
during
is
sex.
no rubber on that guy whatsoever. Zero protections.
Mr. David Philibom in the chat, he says, what bands inspired you guys to play?
Or just go down the line.
All right, Philly Billy.
For me personally, the biggest one was probably Kill Switch Engage, and then everything else remotely close to that. As I Lay Dying, All That Remains. Those are the big three, but Slipknot, Lamb of God. Those are like the big five.
I always grew up listening to music, like CDs and stuff, but seeing my first show, seeing Van Halen at the Schottenstein, up even in the nosebleeds, was still,
That's dude.
That was.
You're young too.
Yeah, there was with David Lee Roth too, not fucking Sammy Hagar. So.
Oh, man. Not even
I like him
playing.
by himself. I like him by himself. I like Sammy
Sammy's the
Hagar
man.
with Tesla and by himself.
Ain't nobody hating, Mom.
Tesla.
Mom, chill.
Not Tesla.
All the Karens just got
Mom's a
offended.
Hagar, I love it.
Man. Sorry, David Lee Roth.
Head PE, fucking Moto Grader, early Mushroom Head, like going to the Alrosa Villa, early Mushroom Head and Head PE shows, Twisted, all those fucking crazy psychopathic local shows in Columbus, Ohio that are always so trashy and wonderful.
Hell yeah.
Just gorgeous. Ryan.
Oh, let's see here. They inspired me to play, so like that's pretty broad. That's like obviously Deftones is my favorite band, but I don't know like if they are what inspired me to play. Subconsciously on some level, it was probably my dad. I know he's not like a band or anything, but like even as a kid, going to shows, watching him up on stage, and he played guitar and he sang, and just watching him command a stage and doing what he loved and all eyes on him, and sharing something he created with complete strangers who loved it. There was something about that resonated with me. I would say like professional bands that probably inspired me. For metal, it's probably around 19, and I would say it was like the metalcore era. Killswitch, As I Lay Dying. I was really big into Lamb of God. I've probably seen Lamb of God more than any other band live, I think, of any band I've seen. I think I've seen them like 8 times. Damn. So yeah, that's what probably definitely got me into metal at least. And Bob Drum.
I love it. Forever now. I'm going to see him. Bob Drum. I'm going to get a t-shirt and stand in the front row of you guys' show. Bob Drum!
They pick on me all the time.
Sorry,
It's cool. But I would say...
Hanson.
yeah.
Bob.
Guess it would have started like, back when I was younger, I was getting to hear like CCR and just all the old school type rock, folk hat, stuff like that. And then as I got older in my teenage years, I guess, Slipknot, of course, Killswitch Engage, Korn. There's a numerous bunch of bands out there that, influenced me. Lamb of God, Joey Jordison especially. Like, I don't know, I think just after watching him play and just watching, like, videos and the Disaster Piece DVD they had, stuff like that, it just really got to me. And I'm 25 years old. I bought a kit, bought a double pedal, and started doing it. Now here I am.
There you are.
Right here.
There you are. Poor Bob.
So I got another question from the chat here. What has been you guys' favorite show to date this year? And one of the fans, Greg from the chat, says, "I can't stand Hagar either."
Oh, come on!
I think for me, my favorite show that we've done so far this year was the Sonic Temple Tailgate, just because it's totally different.
Very punk rock.
Totally different.
We woke a bunch of people up while they were trying to camp.
Pissed that one dude off.
You guys upset campers?
Yeah,
Just one.
Just
Some
one.
people were like, "Whoa, there's people playing in the parking lot. Let's
So-
go check them
Yeah,
out."
he was pissed.
So we didn't just like set up in the parking lot. We set up in the parking lot where people are camping.
Yeah,
Not
right
only
next to all the
not only
RVs,
that,
dude.
but we were parked in the part where they paid extra to be away from everything. And then there we were, boss shitting
8:30 in the morning. Here we
at fucking
probably roasted
8:30.
Oh,
We was
shit.
boss shitting.
I paid extra for this. What the fuck?
Adam, your turn.
What was your favorite?
My favorite show is, I mean, I'd probably say that, honestly, but I don't know. Our first show was so fun.
It was. It really
and
was.
that is what I was gonna say.
Yeah, so was I.
Debut show at the basement. Fucking debut show. Did you hear that? Debut at the basement. It was fucking dope.
Yeah,
Dope.
that was fun.
It was a good time.
Privileged. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Jay.
That was my favorite. Maybe not is because it was our best performance, because it was the first time we finally like got out there and like it's here. It's a culmination of like all our hard work. Like, you know, we got out there and swung our dicks into our thing.
And we did it quickly too. We
Yeah.
did not
Mine
expect
was.
to play that soon.
No.
I didn't even have to wear a guitar strap. My guitar was just resting on my bird the whole
What do you
set.
think? Let's do it.
And the first time we played all like in the same room, usually we play like
That's
vocalists are in the computer area, and these guys have the band room. Because,
Yep.
You know,
It's long and skinny. So it's kind of
Yeah.
like this.
It's
We
kind of
just
like
all
this.
don't fit.
All right.
Long and skinny.
A lot of
Like
girth
what
in
else?
there.
Like
Come
what
on,
else?
Not a lot of girth.
Glad you said it.
So we've talked about everything positive that you guys will do. Is there any places in Columbus that you will not play?
Oh, don't
Hold up.
answer that.
Hold up, dude.
No.
I'll play anywhere. For the record, I'll play anywhere.
I'll give you the short
Somebody's
answer.
house. Let me know.
Probably.
I'll make your barbecue the shit.
I mean,
I'm gonna keep my hater ass shit to myself.
And so this is a good, bad, ugly, positive show. If I didn't cover the bad and the ugly, I wouldn't be able to call myself a podcaster.
No light without the darkness.
We appreciate it.
Yeah. Moving on.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. So we're hanging out with the guys. We're going to be jamming out for a little bit longer, man. Make sure you guys drop your questions in the comments in the chat while we jam out a little bit. I got something special from you guys right now. This band is called Rusted Reserve. They're out of Virginia. I think you're going to check them out. This song is called One More Swing. I want you guys to let me know in the comments what you think about it. We'll be right back after this.
Tell from the look in your eye, you ain't from around here. Your loaf of bread, brand new chicken in your left hand. You ain't gonna make it to the back door. This hunk of wood I be laid on the barroom floor. Yeah, got a fist full of thunder for your mama. Why? Put you on your backside and feel right. Say your prayers. In the middle of Tennessee, looking at the valley below, wonder what's the plan for me. You know what I'm saying? Can you see it like me? Sky is turning gray where the blue used to be. Close your eyes, what is it you see? We live in life fair, we really free. Rivers seem to creep by, filled with disease. See the polluted land, wonder what's the future for me. Close your eyes, what is it you see? We live in life fair, we really free. Just planned for this land, room by the green. the sun. Closed eyes, watch the time roll past. Squint your eyes at the thoughts of living years with me. Clench your fist from the times I did wrong. Wash your soul with the blood of your fellow man. Drop your tears as you say you're done. Tongue-tied and way behind. Fairy tale never knocked on your door. Harsh words, you can take yourself straight to hell. Can't take your shit no more. No more. No more. Right now I wonder, can I change? Turn the mirror back to sands in the sea. Spend time staring in my eyes, a crooked smile looking back at me. Tongue-tied and way behind. Fairy tale never knocked on your door. Harsh words, you can take yourself straight to hell. Can't take your shit no more. No more. No more. Back the hands of time, the water's creeping over me. Need a friend to throw a swift right hand, knock me back to reality. Tongue-tied and way behind. Fairy tale never knocked on your door. Harsh words, you can take yourself straight to hell. Can't take your shit no more. No more. No more.
Where are you?
Asteroid City.
From director Wes Anderson.
Welcome, junior stargazers.
What do those pulses indicate?
There's an alien.
That actually happened.
Placing all witnesses under group arrest.
How long can they keep us in Asteroid City?
I'm in no hurry. I like aliens.
Jason Schwartzman, Scarlett Johansson, Tom Hanks.
What a strange experience this is.
Asteroid City, rated PG-13. May be inappropriate for children under 13. In select theaters June 16th. In theaters everywhere June 23rd.
Can I get the sales projections for the Springfield, Bristol, and Fairview stores?
Val's Froyo Palace is dishing out 3 more locations.
Jody, have you lined up interviews?
They need 3 new store managers before they have a meltdown.
And remember, they need at least 5 years experience.
Indeed can help them hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. We instantly connect you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back to the quickest podcast ever, brought to you by Kohl's.
Today's topic, Father's Day.
Yeah, I may have procrastinated a bit on getting my dad a gift.
Honestly, same. But Kohl's saved the day. I found great gifts my dad will love every day, like Nike athleisure, stylish shirts, some grilling go-tos.
Wow, your dad is one lucky guy.
What can I say? He raised a smart kid. Wait, where are you going?
Off to Kohl's to make my dad proud.
See store or Kohl's.com for details.
What's going on, Music Familia? Hanging out live, Antman versus the 1Nside. What's going on, fellas?
What up,
Shit. So, let me have it. Tell me the truth. What do you guys think about the setup and the establishment?
I think it's motherfucking dope.
It's awesome. It reminds me of an art version of where we used to be when you came down and checked it out.
Next time we do this, I want to wear a different hat from this motherfucker, like every time we come back.
You know what? That could be arranged.
What's that, like, the show, the
Watch
channel
for it
with
next
the
time.
Giselle shit? He'd be like, Davey would be one of those people. Like, here you go, old people.
The only thing I'm gonna be able to sell is, I don't know, maybe good weed.
Dude, you know what? I thought about getting with one of the local photographers in our community that does our music photography, whoever that be. Maybe we could put something together and find out the best one. But I thought about putting a lead singer dad bod music calendar together.
What are you saying?
And I want to take, and it might progress into bands. Like I might do band calendars and do like the dad bod calendar.
You don't want to see this stomach. It's X-rated, bro.
Yeah, but hear me
show
out.
him Randy's got right up on that motherfucking lens.
Well, but hear me out. So we could do the proceeds, and we could figure out some type of raise the money, the proceeds to like help kids in music or a school get some equipment,
instruments.
Anything, recording equipment, anything. So we're teaming up with CCAD, Music Familia Productions. My team and my business partner are going to be. So any bands out there, you guys included, man. I would love to be able to teach these kids from CCAD how to be involved more in the music scene. So what I might do is enlist some of these interns, bring them with me to one of your band sessions or whatever, and let them interview you guys and ask you questions and ask you how about your gear, because a lot of these kids are so young. I have the ability to touch these kids so young before the streets do. I feel like.
Exactly, yeah, and that's why I was thinking you should keep all those kids the fuck away from me. They ain't gonna learn nothing good from me.
Rundowns are cool though. Like for people that are starting out, they don't know what they don't know what to buy. They're like, this is expensive, but what could be comparable? Shit like that.
Yeah,
I think
even
it'd be great.
older people. We've done a lot of research. Like we
to
use
that shit.
in-ear monitors live and stuff, and that's been a lot of research, even as old fart adult metalheads.
I like to think we're a pretty gear savvy.
These guys are.
I am not.
I stick with one thing. And
me and Tony are.
Dude, yeah.
I wouldn't say we're snobby about it, but like, man, we just always.
They're pretty snobby
know.
about it, don't they?
We're always looking for the next best thing.
So is he.
The next easiest thing, the newest thing. Like,
no, he gets new stuff. I get used stuff.
Oh, here we go.
But you know what though? I learned it even with this equipment that I learned in my studio. Like I learned a long time ago, it's not the equipment, it's the person. You could have the shittiest fucking piece of equipment,
definitely,
and it just sound like you did it in a $10 million studio. And I just from knowing you guys, like I can say professionally and personally, each one of you have your own way. So I think just being able to see the five of you, somebody who doesn't know one thing or another, there's five of you, 5 ways to learn something.
Yeah. Definitely.
And if you're not learning something from each band in the community, I don't know. This is where Davey's gonna get mad at me. I feel like I'm gonna be So there's been a debate for a long time about the whole old blood needs to give room for the new blood. New blood needs to work with old blood. Whatever. I'm gonna say this, and I will step off my soapbox.
You're good.
What I will, and I mean this most respectfully, if you are a new blood band and you are playing with old blood bands, make sure that when you show up that you have adequate amount of material to satisfy your comment about wanting to get $200 to $300 to $400 to $500 from a show. If you want to make $400 to $500 worth of a show, bring $400 to $500 worth of content. Bring your shit. I see so many times bands complain, 9 times out of 10 they complain, well, I didn't get paid. Okay, well, did you promote? Like, I don't think anybody pays attention. Like promotion, attention, support.
No, if you're in a local metal band or a local metal band for money,
get out of it.
Even if you sell a place,
you see no,
clearly,
no, no, it.
It's definitely a passion over profits in this band. I mean,
buy the fucking t-shirt. Buy the fucking t-shirt, yo, for real, because...
And I feel like, even though
the vans will not fix themselves...
The band funds are in the negative, son.
Yeah.
Buy their merch, buy their tickets, come out and see them live.
I feel like all of us have been in other bands, but we kind of took the approach with this band that we were very much the new blood.
But what do you guys think about that, though? Like the give and take from the old to the new, from the new to the old. Like what you know? I'm curious to think about what you guys.
I think it's a big part of it is like we're in a more impatient society, and like the younger people, I mean, we're more impatient than our parents, and our kids are more. I don't know. The attention span is next to nothing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, and I think that has something to do with it. You know, getting out there and just expecting something without putting in the work. You know, I mean, and if you're doing this kind of music, I mean, and you're expecting to get paid. I mean,
instant gratification, man.
Like I would say this, like if it's about the money for you, be a cover band. That's where the money's at.
Yeah.
A lot of these bars
acoustic
and places
sets playing for 3
hours.
Yeah,
they want bands to come in and play songs that people know, because that's what's going to keep people there and keep people interested. That's
Dress up like Alice
you're
Cooper.
More set up to make money that way, if that's your avenue. If that's why you're in this,
be as cool as
to
the
solely
Antman
be like a professional musician and it's about making money and this is my job, that's probably the route you want to go. We hope maybe if we just follow our passion that the money will follow eventually if we work hard, you know, and it pays off. That's the dream, you know.
Weekend rock star, right?
Yeah. And in the meantime, like, even if we're not making money, we're still having fun and we're making memories, you know.
Knocking people's socks off is fun.
I also think
socks.
maybe some people get a little confused because you can blow up off the internet and never be a local artist or band. But if you've had a couple hundred views or a couple thousand views and then you go and open up for like the old head, and you're acting like a dick, they're going to treat you like a dick.
We're big in Brazil.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what though?
Hispanic people love metal.
You're big. They do.
Mexico
they do.
and
this
Brazil.
Is shit.
My analytics, my numbers from my podcast will back that up. All the other countries other than America love metal. Love it.
Yeah.
Americans think they love music. They have no fucking clue.
No.
Like
South American.
I don't
metalheads, dude. Metalheads like Americans could only dream.
I haven't seen a lot of it.
Yeah.
So I think either side of that just depends on the people.
Look at
probably,
the Metallica
for
show
the most part,
in Brazil in like
attitudes
the
they
fucking mid
approach
'90s.
with
Oh my
and
god,
stuff like that.
So I actually
only
do,
6 people died.
I do have a question from one of the chats. So, what is your guys' take on when is too old to retire?
We passed that.
Well, hold on. There's an example. Guns N' Roses, Motley Crue. Poison. When is enough?
I mean, yes, some of those guys, I'm lucky I didn't get to see them when they were like
in the prime.
But like, you know, I saw AC/DC with their, you know, before with Brian Johnson was still with them and everything, and they put on a hell of a show. Like, that's the time where like, do it one more time, and it was perfect. Like, now this shit with like Axl Rose playing as AC/DC, you know, with AC/DC and stuff, like, just hang it up, man.
Yeah,
I agree with that, but also if they're selling the place out, and you got to think by that time in their career, like, they are solely a musician. They don't
whip those
come
asses
off a
back
tour
out there and put them back to work.
and
Put the
work.
wagon back on them. Get them back the fuck out there. If there's a
Well,
dollar,
if people-
squeeze
if
out
people's
them
buying off
bitches,
the
then
venue,
pinch their nips and
I
get
would
that
probably go
dollar.
after that,
Guitarists
too.
never lose it.
Make me my money.
Go and get.
Pretty much.
I feel like
Get back
as
out
singers
there.
though, guitarists never really lose it. Like, you could see anybody play forever, but like singing, they lose it sometimes unless they change their style a little bit, go a little softer.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with that.
You're right.
whatsoever.
You gotta still do it
I see
justice.
I mean, yeah.
You know,
If you can't do the music justice, you need to hang it up.
that's when I say. Till then, till the brakes fucking come off.
Dude,
you die on stage.
fucking
What if
A,
your
man.
mortgage
Die on
payment's
stage?
coming up?
And that's
Die
not
on
to say you
stage.
still can't enjoy music. 'Cause
But do you ride on those hits though, or do you
No.
recreate?
No, I
You gotta
100%
play the hits
stop.
to
Never
please
stop.
people a little bit. You know, you gotta play the hits.
mean,
Never stop. Always keep
But then
pumping
just do a
shit
3-hour
out,
show
and then they'll
You
say
gotta
it's
do a
not as
3-hour
good as it
show.
used to be. Well, no shit. You know, well, no shit. It never is.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
as skinny as I used to be either. Probably not as smart
True.
as I used
No
to be
shit.
either. I mean,
Yeah.
what do you That's one thing that I think people fail to realize sometimes is like musicians, like you hear a song that this band first comes out with a new single and you hear it and this band gets big and like you hear that song for so long. Like these people are changing over 20 and 30 years. For sure. And how can you expect that song to sound the same? These people aren't the same people they were 23, and maybe off ability, maybe just I don't know. It just changes. Like especially with males, you have less testosterone the older you get,
So you're less aggressive.
Look, he's like,
and a lot of those bands from back then, they were really doing it on tour too. They weren't like
commercial
hanging out playing video games.
I'm just saying. I'm like, if we're breaking it down scientifically, like maybe they're not.
That actually works out pretty good right now.
They're older. They have less testosterone.
Whoa,
that actually, Davey.
Think about
Davey, you called it, bro. We're actually
think about this. People always talk about like
Back to
people's
you.
like freshman and sophomore albums, like, oh man, they're so hardcore and blah blah blah, and then like later on they're like, oh man, this band got soft, man, they're not as hard as they used to be.
No, like
maybe there's a reason
not.
why. Like
I love Bring Me the Horizon's like newer, like poppier stuff. It's just different stuff. Like, what are you in the mood for? Like,
I like
heavier
pop. I
stuff.
like pop country. There, I said it.
Pop country.
Stadium country.
Hey, look, the new Jelly Roll, country album.
The glasses fell off because of that.
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
The new Jelly Roll country album is actually really fucking good.
Fucking Whitset Chapel.
Yeah,
dude.
Jelly Roll's really good, but I still like the stuff.
I'm proud
I like
of
the
that
stuff where he
motherfucker.
rapped and sang.
I do too.
That's like the best.
I do too. But you know what though? That's the best. Like for me, as from doing what I do and I talk to other artists, musicians. For me, that's the best example of somebody harnessing every part of their toolbox. Yeah. From day one, and I don't know, like I am not an artist and musician, but I try to be as transparent because I've learned from people like Jelly Roll and people like you guys and other of our local bands and other people that refuse to play the game. And I'm saying it nicely.
Right.
And this is where I'm going to be honest and say, local stuff isn't even local stuff anymore. And you guys know exactly what I'm talking about when I say that, and I don't have to say anything else past that. So right now, I am going to do a shameless plug before we jump into this, though. If you guys are artists, musicians across the world, across the planet, and you want advertising or any promotions, you want to do interview, you have music, I want you guys to jump on right now, send me an email, send it at mfpforlife.com. And when you guys send it, you can upload your bio, your music, all that stuff in one shot. Send it to me, and we'll get you in rotation, and we'll get you on air to get you interviewed and cover you as well. Also, head over to mfp614.com/services. You can check out all the services that I offer and MFP offers, and I'm sure we can help out a local band or two. In the meantime, we're going to fucking send it with some Dread Engine right now. I love you, Jay. Hope you're recovering well, motherfucker. We will talk to you soon. Let's go, guys.
Whiskey Foxtrot, this is Delta Echo requesting fire support. 12 clips due north of our position on the tree line. We are engaging heavily armored hostiles, painted target, palm and smoke near friendlies. We have danger close. Light them up.
Just take a stand, your life's in your hands.
So guys,
That was so good, though.
we had the camera on us the whole time while we were standing there bullshitting.
At least it wasn't the microphone.
Right? Yeah. I guess, hey, right? So we're hanging out with the boys. What's going on, guys?
Shit.
Boys are back in town.
The boys are back in town.
Back in town.
Kelly had to pay.
So we got about 30 minutes left of the show before we cut it out. So I wanted to ask you guys, what has been the most favorite part for you guys coming together? From what you've been in, what's the best part for each of you coming into what you have now?
The response we've received so far has been, I think, at least for me, it's been amazing.
You're all good, yeah. Message for dramatic effect. That was awesome. That was awesome.
I think that my favorite aspect of what we've been able to achieve so far is definitely the reach we've been able to make in 6 months. I mean, really, numerous states in 6 months. It's silly. I think that's fucking nuts.
Immediately when we get off the stage, offers to come back and people coming up to us, which is awesome. I mean, I didn't expect. You don't know what to expect when you're that far away from home.
Yeah. So they say that.
I'm back.
Well, you guys got a couple. I got a couple more people that could answer on there if you guys want to jump in.
What was the question?
Say Tilly was peeing.
I was back in the closet.
What is your guys' favorite part about the project you're in now? Coming from what you guys each have come from, what's your favorite part about stepping in to this?
I think it's cool how we worked out. I opened for him and then joined him, and then me and Davey got back together basically, and writing together is fun.
That's my favorite part.
And like the dual vocals, like when I played guitar with Monkey Punch, I just did backup vocals. I didn't really know I could sing yet, and then I learned how to scream from him. So when we scream together, it's like some weird, harmony, like two siblings that scream at the top of their lungs. It hits like that, but
drives the parents fucking ape shit.
I like the dual vocals, particularly like with the screaming stuff, because like basically what we can do live when they both hit screams is like a lot of the overdubbing stuff you hear with a single vocalist, like on records, like you can only really hear that on the record. When you go to a live show, like having that overdub big sound of both screams isn't necessarily going to be there unless they backtrack it, which is kind of hard to time up. So they usually don't. You don't have to worry about that if you got two vocalists who are in time and can hit that at the same time. You can replicate that live, and I love it. It gives me goosebumps sometimes when you guys hit that scream. Yes, exactly. Birds going like this.
The repetition of like me doing like a kind of rappy part while he's doing a long drawn out scream. Yeah. That's sweet.
So let's talk about that for a second. Let me ask you. So you're talking about the dual screaming. So do both of you use in-ears?
Yes, whole band uses
in-ears. Okay, so let's talk about, since you guys have been in the game, let's talk about in-ears versus not in-ears. And can you guys, from your standpoint, break it down to somebody out there who's looking at getting into...
Look at what you've done.
Look at what you've done. There's a towel right there.
There's a towel right there, children.
Don't get with the towel.
So in-ears was a blessing and a curse. It was a lot to be able to do that. There's a lot that goes into it, and it's not cheap. But, man, do you hear exactly what you want to hear. And you never have to worry about trying to be like, hey, I need this turned up. We use a digital mixer, so it's set, and it reduces the feedback by a ton.
I was gonna say, I bet that feedback's like non-existent, huh?
No, it's gone.
Vocals, we're all over the
unless
stage.
they like point it at the main speakers, because they do go off the stage
sometimes.
all the time.
Well,
You will never have bad sound, and it always going to sound very just clear to your ears.
Let me speak my little piece on in-ears, because I was the last one on board with the in-ears. I was very old school, used to playing in bands, where it's just like either the stage volume with a monitor or down in a basement practice with amplifiers, and it's just completely off the room sound and the feel. That's just what I was used to. So like putting this thing in my ear and then hearing that, and like it took me a while to like even want to use it. But after I did and got it in there, like I can't not use it. And I tell everybody, like, I mean, if you can do it, if your whole band can do it, definitely do it. I mean, even if just you can do it, I would do it. But like if your whole band can do it, definitely do it. It's definitely worth it. Sure. It's gonna help. It's gonna help you live. It's gonna help you in practice. We use it. We don't just use it live like it shows. We use it in practice too, and it definitely helps. And I would highly recommend it. And this is coming from somebody who was the last one, totally against it. Like I was a little bitch about it, and now like I am like an advocate, definitely.
I will say this: when we did play that Sonic Temple parking lot tailgate ditty, Johnny Warner was running sound, and my in-ears were acting up, and I ripped them out of my head, and that dude set me up with live monitors within seconds.
Yeah.
Within seconds, I was switched from my sound to his sound with zero issue because he saw what happened, and within seconds made the audible. Made it happen, so shout out to Johnny on that one.
Made the audio audible.
The audio audible.
And we're probably a pain in the ass to sound guys, but
we're
like,
well,
we're spoiled now.
If it's like a professional sound guy,
it's really easier.
No.
But
no dig to any of the sound guys,
it's
but
still
if
kind of a newer thing,
if you know what you're doing, all we're doing is handing you a fucking cable.
If anything is
right,
for us,
that's it.
to set up, then,
That's all you got to do is plug that bitch in, and we're good to go-sies. So, I don't know.
All right,
I don't know if I have sympathy for the sound guys.
So I'm going to hold it up to the camera. So I'm going to hold it up for the camera, and I'm going to hold it up for you guys. So when you're screaming into a microphone, do you hold it like this? Or do you hold it like this? Do you cup it like your testes, or do you cup it like a microphone?
I cup the fucking thing, and
I always did too.
Is it between your fingers, or however that goes, like this?
Quite literally,
like that.
It's like a half cup.
Okay.
Half cup, but half cup still a cup. You know what I'm saying? Like
cups.
Tilly's a good boy. He does not cup it.
You didn't say it was pouring over, so
I get the bottom of it. Yeah, I get just a nice base.
Just
of
like
it,
an ice cream cone.
I just can't care.
I saw Ronnie Radke, and I respect his vocals. I see him do this when he's singing. I was like, I'm not going to deep throat or nothing, but I won't cup it.
Have you guys ever hit yourselves in the mouth on your
Our
microphone?
first show, I chipped my fucking tooth.
Mm-hmm.
I've never. When I played in Lexington Shore, I was playing guitar, so I had it on stage, right? And then like that, I just knocked it. I chipped my tooth.
I have chipped my tooth numerous times over 21 years.
Piss me off.
With fucking microphone for sure. Yeah.
Drumsticks are dangerous for that too.
Low
I
shreddy.
can see like. You know, like hit funny.
Myself
leaning forward,
leaning forward.
Oh,
Skibbity pap.
So, is there any gear that you guys want to plug right now? That you guys would plug to any musicians, vocalists, drummers, guitarists, any gear that you would suggest or shout out off the top of your head?
EMG pickups.
That's one of the questions as well.
I'm not sponsored by anybody, but
100%. We got to shout out. At least me and Tony have to shout out EMG pickups. It's what we use. I mean, they've been in the game for a long time. Still amazing pickups, and they're amazing to work with. I can't recommend them enough. Obviously, I mean, if you know metal, you know EMG. Obviously, so I mean, their name really speaks for themselves.
Whoa.
I mean, I couldn't say anything for them that hasn't already been said.
Yeah. Past that, you're gonna start an
argument. Now, if I can endorse, If I can endorse,
Finish him!
Okay, like there's let me just disclaim something. Okay, so like I played guitar once upon a time, and I'm a big fan of passive pickups, which EMGs are active pickups. So
Everton Bridges.
But as a bass player, I love active tones, particularly EMGs, and I am like 1,000% satisfied with the tone that comes off my PJ EMG setup.
Ooh, Everton Bridges.
If I could plug one thing as a bass player that I'm not endorsed by, if you're playing metal and you're a bass player, you need some kind of dark glass flavor. In my opinion, everything they make is awesome. Pedals, amps, their impulse responses, literally fucking everything they do is
Smoke Blackcraft. The way it works, everybody.
Smoke Blackcraft. That's not gear though.
Look
That's
at
not
him.
It's gear.
I mean,
It's
Listen
kind of
to him.
It's gear.
It's kind of gear.
Smoke Blackcraft. It works.
Smoke dark.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Smoke Blackcraft and play dark glass.
It is
Ooh.
medicinal creativity.
There we go. Ooh.
Hey.
Yeah.
That's poetry.
Hey.
I want to get sponsored by Mike Tyson nicotine vapes till I get.
Yeah, no, hey, for real though.
Man.
Like,
Nicotine?
So
Yeah.
tasty.
Ear biting good.
You're biting good.
Oh. Dude, yeah, the little gummies with the little bite. Little
No, this is,
Man.
Oh man.
nicotine.
Oh.
He's got his own vapes.
So we were talking earlier, you guys plugged some shows. You guys got some shows coming up. You want to plug those before we get out the door here? We got a little bit left.
July 8th is the house show.
You got the flyer? Because there's a lot of bands. It's
I got it
gonna
right
be
here.
badass.
We got
Red Engine's gonna be
That's
there.
not
we
the
got
flyer.
Cock Out
the
Camp
flyer.
Out.
Yeah.
Rockout Campout's gonna be crazy.
Rock out, camp out, baby.
Sausage
Well,
out.
when Davey B shows up, it's Cock Out Camp
Yeah.
Out, isn't it?
Sausage
For
out.
the show or for the
That's
cover?
horrible. It's going to be a great show, though, for real, for real. A lot of bands are traveling from all over the place. They got bands from Michigan coming down, too.
Reason 9.
Yeah.
Sounds cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be dope.
Mr. Mark Stapleton and Kenny Smith.
Mark, that's right, man. Mark is
My parents aren't
a
home.
staple.
To Kill a Monster.
staple.
Them boys are fun.
Under Substance
of
is on
the
that
Columbus
show, too.
scene.
Under
for
Substance,
fucking-
hell yeah.
See,
Lost
there's
Past
20
Everest
years
is
himself,
awesome.
so-
I see what you did there,
Illusions.
Davey. I
Oh,
see
yeah,
what I
did
see.
you?
I see. Yeah.
More than ever
I'm
band. I've
fucking
heard
ripped,
they're
man. My
fucking
bad.
sweet. Brave Lake and my boys.
We were on
But
that
no,
one.
yeah, and of
Yeah,
course,
that show's like
our boy Kenny.
every band on the
Kenny's
bill for the
fucking
house
man.
party could headline.
So
a
it's- that shit's
badass
dope.
local
So you're doing
show.
a house party?
Yeah, it's like outside
I'm
in
bringing
the
a
country, I
GoPro.
believe.
I want to see titties on it. You know. I'm just.
Yeah,
Titties
I
and
live
titties
for
out.
these type of shows.
They're man
Kick
titties.
The big
Ball
venue
off.
shows.
Okay,
big
so
venue shows are
it's
cool.
Dread Engine, To Kill a Monster, Illusions, Lost Past Everest, More Than Ever, Under
What's that? What
Substance,
show is that?
The One Inside, and Brave Lake.
What show? What show is that?
Dread Engine.
It's going to be fucking off the hook.
House
What- hey,
party
what show is
show.
that?
That's the house party.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a big bill. I thought it was only like 3 bands on that.
You had me at kickball, bro.
It's gonna be fucking
Is
dope.
there adult kickball? Is that what it said? No way.
I might take my shirt off.
Yo, I'm kicking ass.
Yeah.
We'll see.
If we had dodgeball,
I might take
We
your
will
shirt
see.
off.
Stay
the
tuned.
one side would win all dodgeball because
Probably
of the
not.
donut.
Great day. Everybody should come out to that for sure.
Fuck yeah.
Get us
It's gonna
get
be
the cops
titties.
called, you know?
And then Cock Out Camp Out.
Cock Out, Camp Out.
August fucking what?
There's
5th?
so many bands on that though.
August 5th. Cock Out Camp Out.
I don't know if that's the date.
Well, why not?
Davey said it was.
Yeah, dude.
Oh no, that's the only. Okay, here we go.
Double check them.
We don't know shit about it.
So it's 2 days.
We don't know shit about-
Davey was right. It's August 4th and August 5th.
And we play on the second day. Cock Out Camp Out. Day 2.
Day
August
2
5th.
of Two Stones,
Ooh.
Belligerist, Stand Your Ground, Crucible of Hate, A Scarred Existence, The One Inside, Lost Past Everest, Faith and Failure, Dead Cassette. Those dudes are fucking
Sick.
killing it.
Yeah.
Heart Sick. They're
Yeah, they
fucking
put on a
huge.
good
Sick.
Nagazi and 8 Pound Pressure. And then Friday.
Who?
is
I'm
80
just kidding. I'm just kidding. I love
Friday
you,
is
Brandon.
84.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Suicide Toys, Everlasting Godstoppers, Artifacts, Samara, and Reason 9.
God damn.
That's a big bill, guys.
So basically, bring your dicks
Get prepared to
and
be
a
drunk all
tent.
weekend.
And keep
Bring
them
your
zippers
Pedialyte.
down.
Bring your water.
On the tent and the pants.
Pedialyte. It cures hangovers.
Zippers down. I'm going to get shirts made.
Yeah, for real though, man. Stay hydrated like a motherfucker out there, no matter what. I mean, that's no joke being out there in the heat. If you haven't been to a rock out camp out,
Yeah.
just be smart.
Bring a canopy.
Yeah, bring something. Yeah.
Oh, dude.
I appreciate it.
Sunburn is real. I'm just gonna put it out
Bring
there.
a canopy.
Sunburn is
'cause
real.
Yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Because we be sizzling up there. I'm going to pass out. Watch me. I'm going to pass the fuck out.
Is there anybody you guys want to shout out to before we get out the door?
Friends and family.
All of our friends and family that put up with this.
Yeah, hell
you've
yeah.
seen
All that
it
noise
today.
they had to hear, you know.
Yeah, everybody
in our
close to
regular
this,
talking voices.
really close to this, who has to put up with this.
All the people that come to the shows help us load gear, take pictures.
Fuck yeah.
Everybody helps us out.
You guys, those little pieces that actually stand us up and make us what we are.
Fucking Floyd and Ricky. You know what's funny is I called Ricky Floyd.
That was at the Sonic Temple tailgate.
Oh, he looked right at me like, I am not fucking Floyd. And I was like, oh, yeah, I know. I was just making sure you knew.
Like,
oh,
you're one of
happened.
Bob's people.
That
Hey,
happened.
we
It's one of
challenge
two
any
names.
band to try and beat us in frisbee golf.
Whoa.
Say that right now.
Not me.
We're killers.
Whoa.
If you take your best three versus
Wow,
our best three,
that's fun.
we're slaying it, dog.
Hey, Floyd won when we all played, but like,
Was it Floyd or was it Ricky?
Floyd beat me by a stroke that game.
I got you in cornhole though.
This is
for
fun.
real.
Oh,
That was fun too.
We'll be back next week.
beer three,
Yeah.
maybe not.
And every week after that.
We'll be back next week.
All right, guys. Well, first and foremost, I want to thank you guys at home for coming and hanging out with us tonight, man. If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be here. So thank you for doing what you do, for supporting us, and everything that you guys do as well. If you have an opportunity, man, definitely stop and check these motherfuckers out. The 1Nside right here. Thank you guys so much for coming in. I appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Where can they find you?
Facebook,
We got an
YouTube,
Instagram page.
Instagram.
It's
I'm slowly
slash
building it.
The 1Nside. The number 1, and then the rest of Inside without
and
the
you
I.
and you bet your sweet ass we on
It's
Spotify.
all we got
YouTube.
fortunate enough to where we could just do that and not have to put a number or band or.
You know,
Right
it's nothing
on.
crazy. It's just the 1Nside.
Right on, guys.
It
Well,
might be the 1Nside official on Instagram, just because I want to be fancy.
Yeah, fucking
what the Gmail
fancy.
Yeah, you know, like you almost have to. I mean, not to break. That's a whole other show, but like, yeah, like the relevancy of having to fight for your screen name or your name on social media because some twat waffle. Don't get me started. Another show.
Dude, we picked a goofy fucking band name to search and or find.
And to distinguish the 1Nside, like
The 1Nside.
inside is the I is the number 1. So it's like the numeral 1 inside.
And our single on Spotify, we use dollar signs instead of S's, so it's
Like
a fucking
idiots.
nightmare to find.
Bullshit.
Yeah, we
God.
decided to be stupid.
So
we're dumb and we don't care.
I put the show flyer up real quick so they can see how to spell your guys' name. So, and I'll take your guys' links and put them in the description of the podcast. Everybody can tune in and listen to the podcast tomorrow morning on your favorite platform. Just look for Antman Versus. You'll be able to find it right there. So, thank you guys again for coming and hanging out. You guys at home. I'll be back tomorrow night with a special podcast episode. My man Greg is coming in. He's going to be spilling his chest. The lead singer from Ignasium asked for this interview. So he's going to be here tomorrow night with some pretty serious shit. So we'll talk to you tomorrow night. Hope you have a good night. We'll talk to you guys soon. See ya.
Peace.